Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Ho, ho, ho. Okay, so here, this is my Stampede. I put some smaller tires on it. And I'm actually going to see if I can find a way to lower the body, if I can. So I'm trying to figure out. See, these tires actually lower it a little bit. It doesn't lower the chassis, but it does lower by putting smaller tires on it versus these big ones that I had on it. I mean, the original ones that came on it. So I took these front ones off my Rustler and these rear ones off of my shoot, I can't remember the name of that one, the smaller one. Darn it, I don't remember the name of that one. I don't have it anymore, so I don't remember the name of it. Anyways, so I put on these smaller tires in the front. These are off the Rustler. And I'm going to see about what I can do. Let's see if I can get this thing off of here. So what I'm thinking of doing, see if I can transfer it. What I'm thinking of probably doing is taking these posts, shortening them down to here by cutting them, and then down here in this area, probably cut this out, all this on this side, cut it all out. Lower this down to here. I don't know if you can see where I'm pointing, but from that down to here, take some screws, drill holes up here in the top of these things, drill down into here so it supports this. That'll drop that down a good inch right there. And then when I cut this down, that should drop the body down quite a bit in the front. And maybe with the back, I might be able to shorten these posts also here in the back, bring them down by cutting them. I can just drill a hole underneath here to drill back into this post. Probably cut about half of it off. And I can put a small screw back in there for the bottom down here, underneath of this, to support it so it goes back on. And then looks like there's a hole here, another one, so I can probably drop this body mount down another notch just because there's a hole here that I can screw these screws into down here. So that's what I'm looking at doing. So I'll continue this in a minute. Okay, I'm back. So it kind of dropped it a little bit. I didn't do exactly what I said I was going to do, but I'll show you what I did do. But she does look a little bit lower than it did. I may end up having to put a wheelie bar on it still, but it may perform a little bit better now that it's got a little bit lower aerodynamic set on it. So that's how it looks. Let's get the pins out of it. That pin's kind of tight. Let's get these out first. And for some reason the other pin is kind of tight. Let's see if I can get my pliers here and pull that one out. I don't know that one. Not sure why that one is so tight. Okay, hang on a second. Alright. Got that one out. did in the front, I actually did not do everything I said I was going to do. I did shorten the posts. Not a great looking job, but I mean, I did shorten the posts. And I can see why I'm having trouble with putting that pin. I'm going to straighten this out a little bit more. It's a little bit crooked. That's why that pin wouldn't go in there that well. But I drilled holes in it and I put that screw in there. You can see that. I don't know if you can see that or not. That screw right there. I put that all the way through, even through to the top piece here. I drilled those out. I put and screwed the screw up from the bottom all the way into it, to the top of those. Not all the way through the post, but just up probably like 3/4 of the way in, so it'll hold. I did not cut this section out because that would have dropped it actually quite a bit lower than I wanted it to drop. Actually, if I'd have dropped that piece here, then the back's actually not going to go that much lower. I probably could have cut those posts in the back, but still, this would have really made it out of alignment. I mean, it already, as you could tell when I showed you when I first started here, it kind of leans forward, kind of sits forward a little bit, so it kind of looks like a hot rod. But if I would have took that middle piece out, and it really would have, the front really would have sank down, and the back you can't do too much more with the back than I already did, except for you could still cut these posts a little bit, but I don't think I could have cut up enough to equal out or balance out with the front. So I just left the posts here. I did lower this in the back from that one notch that was up here, drop that down. So as far as the way that I got it set up, I kind of like it. I may actually still cut these posts a little bit, I'm not sure. And I may even think about going to a smaller shock. I'm not sure. But I mean, it's already not too bad. The way it's set up, it's really not that bad. It does look pretty decent. Let's see. Get this in there. It is fairly decent on there. And I think if I get that wheelie bar on the back, I believe that'll stable. I mean, that'll keep it from really flipping over. I don't at the time I don't have the Millennium system anyways. All I have is a Titan 12 turn, but I am putting the Millennium in there. So once I do that, hopefully this thing will stay on the ground a little bit better. I may even think about putting some type of weight up here in the guard, the bumper guard. Other than that, for now, I'm calling this project pretty much complete until after I see how it runs. If it doesn't run the way I want it to run after I put the wheelie bar on it, I might just lower the shocks a little bit by putting smaller shocks on it. Because if you put smaller shocks on it, I'm thinking it's going to drop it just a little bit more, front and rear. So if you put a little bit smaller shock, it's going to drop it probably about an inch maybe, or half an inch. But yep, so that's what it looks like. And I'm going to call this project halfway complete for now, until I decide what I'm going to do later. But anyways, I just thought I'd share with you guys so you can see how to lower your Stampede a little bit if you wanted to lower it. Excuse me. All right. This is done. We'll see you guys later. Have a great Christmas, guys.